The E100 is a tier 10 German super heavy known for its immense frontal armor, big alpha, and fantastic frontline capabilities. However, in Update 9.1, Wargaming said that's not enough. We want to make this tank even stronger in the frontline. Let's take away its only weakness, the turret cheeks. Let's buff them by 20mm, meaning that any heavy tank running rammer is now not going to be able to penetrate the turret cheeks. Any medium running Cali is not going to be able to pen the turret cheeks. In other words, the E100 just became a heck of a lot stronger. But there was some downsides. First of all, its dispersion got worse. It went from 0.362 to 0.380. It's not a terrible nerf. I mean, it's only like 5% worse, but it'll still make you miss occasionally, I guess, more than you previously would have. And the other thing that got worse was the DPM by about 150. But let's be real. This tank doesn't need DPM because it's got alpha. This tank doesn't need accuracy because it's a frontline heavy. What it needed was armor. And that's what it got. So this tank got a heck of a lot better. Also, because Wargaming buffed its traverse speed by 5 degrees a second. That's a pretty big buff. I mean, that's a huge buff on its traverse speed. So overall, the E100 has just become an insanely powerful vehicle, even more than it already was. I mean, in my tier list, I put this thing in super strong, and that's basically how I see it as. It's just a super strong frontline heavy. Now, this battle here, the enemy team has a Progetto and a Vickers Light and an Object 84. And in return, Wargaming gave us a Sheridan and an E50M. So, we're not absolutely outclassed on the medium side, but definitely not amazing, judging that our E50M isn't even moving yet. Let's see. Well, they got a decent player in the IS-4. Apart from that, I'm not too worried. So I'm going to just make my way into the front line, and we'll see what I can do. Now, a lot of people like to go up to Sea Hill. I don't really like going up to the hill personally, down to the fact that you can lose fairly quickly on the hill if they have tank destroyers. And the enemy team has a WZ-113 GFT. They got an Object 704 and a 183. All tank destroyers, I'm not really super keen to fight. Our E50M has managed to bleed over 1,300 hit points. Impressive! That's really, really bad news. Honestly, I might even make my way over there to help them because that's just really sad. I don't know how they've managed to bleed that much health. Huh. Yeah, I'm actually going to go over there and possibly help. I mean, our E50M's literally down to 400 health. I don't even know the guy's bled that much. Seriously. That's impressive. It is honestly impressive. Well, I was right to judge him at the beginning because he has clearly set a very low bar of expectation. Let's aim in on that object. Didn't hit, but I didn't really expect it to. I'm going to make my way directly into their front line, and hopefully this will help out my team a bit. Sheridan at least got a nice penetration into that Progetto, and I'm just going to keep on driving up. Let us keep going, and there you go. That means the Progetto is probably scared, like really, really scared. Although this Vickers Light, ooh, yeah, that's got to hurt you, dude. Sheridan, please hit him. Please. Thank you. Sheridan took him out. Nice. And all that's left now is our Sheridan to be dumb, which he is completely being right now. I actually have no clue what he's doing. Let's aim in an HE onto the object. Can't pen it, so we'll just fire a standard shell. And that guy is very low at this point. So I'm going to sit right here, and 10 more seconds, we should have another shell ready. This Progetto looks like he's trying to back out, which isn't going to help him all too much because we're just going to drive right into the open. And come on, Progetto, give me your lower plate. Thank you very much. And now we continue angling and backing up. There's a nice heat shell bounce from the Progetto. And at this point, we have, I would say, enough time to start pushing again. So I'm going to ignore the object and hope that my team does something, and we're going to get another shell to the Progetto, finishing him off with a max roll. And that is a good way to prioritize your focus fire. So in this moment here, the object is not much of a worry, especially with my teammates finishing him off, and this was the right call. I mean, I was able to help out my absolutely doofus mediums and lights, who are now both one-shots, but that's how it should have been done. It looks like on heavy side, our heavies are winning as well, so yeah, this is a pretty easy win at this point. And this is the E100 just being a great tank. I don't even think we got shot in the turret because we were able to angle the tank so much, but the 5 degrees of buff traverse definitely helped the vehicle. Now in this situation, we have not a lot of hit points on our team. I mean, our Sheridan and E50M are basically one-shots, but at the same time, that 183 is getting absolutely nuked because he thought sitting on the hill that would get him detected would work well. I don't know why he didn't just kind of waiting to spawn. Oh well, sucks for him. We're going to keep on pushing up. I'm not sure if that WZ-113 GFT is still on the hill. Oh, he is driving away and away, but he still got nuked by the 704. That sucks for you. Unfortunately, the 183 was able to finish off our E50M, but this WZ-130... Okay, you know what? This game hates me. That was a pretty easy pen, and the game just said nope. But that's all fine, because at this point in time, we got so much HP left still at 2,000 that the 704 really doesn't pose much of a threat, even though we get hit by this WZ as well. Again, it really doesn't scare me. We're going to full speed ram this 704. Haha, 183 hit points, thank you. And, well, let's try and ram him again. I tried. Either way, not the craziest of games, but we were definitely able to do our job in the E100 and showcase where this vehicle did a pretty solid job. I'm actually really surprised that we were able to support our medium so much. I mean, we're literally in a German super heavy, pushing it to medium side and supporting our mediums. But if we didn't, we probably would have lost that battle because I would have been flanked at that point. I mean, I guess I could have pushed in, but with the 183 looking over the ridge and no mediums to support, that would have been pretty poor. So, yeah, sometimes you just gotta lend a hand to the tanks that need it most. And judging that mediums are like the most important tanks, yeah. So what does the enemy team have this time? They got an E50M and a pretty decent clan. They have... that's it actually for mobility. And we get an AMX-30B. Yay! Oh boy, that's not going to go well. We have a no camo 704. That gives me 0 confidence. So in this situation, yeah, me not liking this very much. Now, while the VK72 may go 32 now, you'll notice the E100 actually has a better power to weight, which is kind of funny. I have a feeling I'm going to get shot by that E50M. Are we? We are not spotted yet. I'm going to keep on going, Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I'm actually surprised that E50M did not get the shell into me, judging that. Oh, what are you doing, VK? Okay, let's keep on going. I know that the 50 TP literally has no chance of pinning us. This grill has negative brain cells, I would say. I mean, he's running Spall, but I don't know what he was doing. I actually have no clue what he was doing. So, in this situation here, I don't think this 50 TP can actually pen us in the turret, which means the only way he can really pen us is in the hall, which I'm not super worried about in this situation. There you go. The 50 TP fired, which means now I can drive out and maybe get a shell into this grill, which we were able to. Nice. And now we can back in the cover. Sweet. That's how you want to play. I mean, their whole team is basically camping on this side, which isn't great news for us, but at the same time, it's not like terrible news. All I'm going to plan on doing is getting a nice shell into this Yo's turret, which we did right there for 624. And with that, we're up to 2,000 damage dealt. This is where the alpha and the frontline capabilities of the E100 just feel amazing. I mean, we got 5 more seconds left before we have our shell ready. E75 is off to the side, and I am going to poke this. Sure, we might bleed to the Yag, but honestly, I could care less. I mean, we hit that Yag pretty hard. 623, because our teammate hit him as well, that Yag's down to 1,000 hit points. And because my other teammate hit him, yeah, I mean, they don't really have much of a team left at this point, if I'm going to be totally honest. That Yag, I could care less about. Our gun is not really accurate enough to hit him, but he's not shooting at us either, so not my problem. We're going to ignore them. We're going to go push towards this E75 and hopefully get a nice shell into him. Come on, go. Don't care about the 50 TP, speed, and fire. There you go. Nice shot for 648. And with that, we've actually broken 3,000 damage. Okay, well, at this point, yeah, this is a pretty easy win. I mean, the Ag Tiger is hopefully going to get a shell into the E50M, but even if he doesn't, this E50M is not in his favorite situation, I bet. There you go. Nice heat shell into his vehicle for 530. And yeah, he's not going to kill us. I mean, it's literally impossible for him to kill us unless he gets an ammo rack. Well, bouncing me isn't going to help you much, dude, but let's reload. 3, 2, 1. And, oh, you tracked me. Annoying, but there you go. Nice shot into the 183. Now we can start angling our tank as well towards both of these vehicles, and yeah, I mean, this is all you really got to do. So, E100, fantastic tank. I mean, it really is. It's definitely not the best tier 10. You know, there's other options you could get that can do the job better. But I think that the E100, for what it is great. I mean, we did 4,700 damage in this game. Frontlined, didn't care about when aimed at us. and got away with frontlining. I mean, that's all you want in the E100. So the fact that it doesn't have a turret weak spot, the fact that you can get away with frontlining, I mean, it's basically an E3, but with an extra 1,000 hit points. I think the tank is great. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!